Good morning, Periscope. Hope everyone's having a great day. We're just going to give it a minute here before a couple people jump on here. Hope everyone had a great weekend. And today I'm going to be going over how much you should be saving every month to lead to your financial success. So that's going to be the topic today. And we'll go ahead and get started. So hope everyone's having a good day. Hey, my name is Nick Nyber. You've already found me on Periscope. You can find me on Facebook, and I am a good morning. Good morning. How are you doing today? Kiat. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. So welcome. And again, my name is Nick Nyber. You can find me on Facebook. Obviously on Periscope and on Twitter. And if you've never heard of me, if you are completely new to this broadcast, my name is Nick Nyber. At one point in my life, and I don't know if this relates to you, but at one point in my life, I found myself in a financial position that I was not happy with. I had credit cards, I had student loans, I had auto loans, I had all this debt, and I really hadn't realized how bad in debt I was. And what happened was I got introduced to some new information, and I was able to apply some of those principles to learn how to get control of my finances, not just with paying off debt, but earning an income and just overall thought process. So today what I'm going to be going over is starting with 10%, and the question of the day is, how much should I be saving each and every paycheck? How much should I be saving each and every month? And where the information that I got this from is from the book The Richest Man in Babylon, and it's an awesome book. This is the book right here, The Richest Man in Babylon. I got through probably about 80% of it this weekend, and just a fantastic book. It's not the first time I read that, but it's got some great reminders, great basic reminders. And what I like about that book is it teaches timeless financial principles, but it also goes through a story format. So if someone's not really a reader, it's just a real quick story to read. Very, very valuable. And one of the first principles that's taught in that book is to, I think the phrase is, a part of all of mine that I earn is mine to keep. And the lesson being taught is every time you get paid, you should pay yourself first. And he used 10% as an example. So I'm not sure where you are right now. Maybe you save 10%, maybe you save 20%, maybe you save 0%. The key behind it is start with 10%, because the principles that I learned is to actually live on 75% of my net. That should be the goal, where you're actually sticking away 25%, which some people are struggling with what they're making completely in a month. So start with 10%. The reason why you want to start with 10% is because, as you know, 10% of what you earn, that's going to start building up over time, and then having that emergency savings. And if something breaks around the house, or breaks in the car, or anything that happens in your life, you have something to fall back on. And that 10% should be going into like an emergency savings. If you can't do 10%, start with something. Start with 1%, start with 2%, but we can all do 10%. There's been numerous articles and numerous books that I've read that have talked about, well, I can't live on 100% of my net that I make. How can I save 10%? And there was a story about this one person that started at 1%, and then the next paycheck they went to 2% and 3%, and they gradually moved up to 10%. And really, during that process, they really didn't feel that pressure by having that money, because it was set up as an automatic withdrawal that comes out each time they get paid. So I'm not the person that just talks about save, where all you do is just save. It's not just about saving. It is about being able to put money away. It's not about how much you save, it's how much you keep. What happens is, if you can start saving, you'll start developing that habit of sticking money away, and every time something comes up as an emergency, you're able to take care of that, and it's not an emergency because you have the money. So there are some people out there that just teach save, which is great, but I also like to talk about saving, but then also creating an income outside of what you do already. So it's always good to have a couple multiple streams of income. Now, if you just have a job, it's totally fine. Work on the 10% of what you make there. And there's a ton of different ways that you can make money outside of what you do in your full-time job. There's a ton of different ways. So one of the things that I do, I'm a business consultant, I'm a financial coach, but I'm also an entrepreneur. So that way I know that I can control my income. It's not just based on one stream of income. So start with 10%. Call of action today is, if you're getting paid, most people get paid on the 15th and the 30th, or every 2 weeks. We're coming up towards the end of May. Make it a goal to save 10%. When you get paid, your next paycheck, if you don't have a savings account, take 10% of that net check and put it into a savings account. And the next time you get paid, put another 10%. And then the next paycheck, another 10%. And if you can't do 10%, start somewhere, because it's about paying yourself first. You want to start accumulating a little bit of money, a little bit of savings, so if an emergency does come up, it's not an emergency, you have the cash. So hopefully that helped. Again, my name is Nick Nyber. You can find me on Facebook. I'm already on Twitter and Periscope, and if you want, you can follow me on Facebook. I put some of these broadcasts on there as well, and I also just put a quick note or blog entry out on my Facebook page just over this weekend, talking about the fruit on the tree. So hopefully you find some value on that. If you found some value in this Periscope, feel free to share with your family and friends, because maybe this could help. My ultimate goal of this Periscope is to help you with your finances, not just with the logical piece, but also the thought process behind it. So hopefully that helped. Have a great day, have a great week, and I'll see you tomorrow.